Hi guys, welcome back to the course. In the previous lecture we was going to create our function to start to create a transaction, and now we are simply trying to create a function that will combine all those three functions, and we will try just to make a transaction. I will create like a function, let's say like just transaction is not returning nothing. Okay, like this. I need, as we have seen, we need to have an account, and then we was creating the function to get the account, and then we have to import that in our system from the storage, like let's say load account, right? Perfect. Means that we can have account. It is provided by the load account function, but the load account function is returning an account, load account. Yeah, okay, probably we have to have the account. Okay, perfect. Now that we have the account, I think that we can create a transaction. We have to have the address to who we are going to send the Unical coins, the amount, and a text. Let's create those. Const 2, it will be like an address, a wallet address. Const amount, how many Unical coins we are going to send, let's say 42. Then we have a text that is equal like, oh, this is a transaction. Okay, once that we have that, we can like create our row transaction, create transaction, and then we can pass the the amount, and the text. Yeah, okay. Now we have to sign our transaction, calling this signed sign transaction method that we have created. Transaction method is taking two arguments, if I'm not wrong, the account and the transaction, the row transaction. The account is the account, the transaction is the row transaction. Okay. What is your account? Is a promise account. Okay. Account. Promise account is not to provider. Okay, yeah. We have to await to get this, to await our function must be async. Okay, and now here we have to return a promise. Let's say that is like returning a boolean. Okay. Let's say like return true. Okay. For the moment it's okay. As now we can actually do the transaction. Say do transaction. What is taking this information on? The sign transaction as an argument. Let's say it's like the sign transaction. Okay, but even for that we have to await. Yes, and I think that for testing is, we export this one, and then we are going to check an address. I can open my wallet here, copy, I can send to this wallet. Where is here? Oh, where I am? Wallets. Okay. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Okay. We can send to this address 42 Unicel coins with this text. Create a transaction with the recipient, the amount, the text, sign the transaction, and doing the transaction. And this is an asynchronous function. Now is made like this, but we have to transform as a regular promise, and this is just for testing, and then I will show you how we can do in the right way this function later on. But give now a shot of this. Okay, this is the test transaction. Okay, means that I go to my index, I can import from the wallet for the text transaction, and we can try to simply call the text transaction, right? And now I can make yarn start. Going 2 times, probably here with Nodemon it could be something that is not expected for us, but what is important is to see the message packet 9 was pushed to the network via transaction, means that the transaction was happening. And now if I'm going here and check, I will see there are a lot of 42 transactions. Okay, but this is a transaction and we have sent 42. Now is the time is this one, and the reason why we have seen like 642 transactions are because our Nodemon is doing a lot of calculation behind the scenes, means that it was starting 6 times the main method. Okay, but if we will test this in our console and go here and say clear, and probably I was having here, yeah, not build the index. Yes, it's calling our index JSON script. Yeah, okay, probably now we will see another transaction that will come out. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and now the 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and this is the last one that was made by our command line interface. Means that the problem of the 6 times, it was due to the fact that we are going to use Nodemon concurrencies. Means that our application here, it was compiling 6 times these functions before to present to us the final results. We have done 6 times the test transaction function, and I think that is working pretty well. Now what I could do is to set a little bit more in a promise in a right way. This I can return a new promise that is expecting to receive a boolean, and here we are having something like that and like this, and then we are going to have the resolve of the boolean and the reject function. Okay, now I can just simply copy this part inside to my new promise that I'm going to send back. Okay, here I go the wallet. Here I do not need to anymore to do this, and here I have the account, but I have the void. Yeah, okay, that's what I need. And simply here I have to return true. return, I can say like resolve to true. Okay, and here what is happening? Type account. Yeah, I cannot wait for this. Okay, this also must be sync function, load account, and we have to await also for that. Okay. Let's say that we will try. Returning true, and otherwise we catch and we reject. Oh, reject. Okay. Console log. It was not possible to do the transaction. Or okay, we can just return false. Okay. Okay, I can remove this one now, and now I have my function that is expecting to receive a promise and then is returning a new promise of the same type of this function. But as we can see here, we have to work a little bit more with our function, because we have to ask to the user to provide the wallet address, the amount, and the text. Okay, but we will see this in the next lecture. See you.